Hey folks, how you doing? This is Trenton Sanderson, and you on the. Hey folks, how you doing? I'm Trenton Sanderson, and you on the infamous Living Realm Network. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. So, what do we always say? Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. You believe that? I mean, come on now. Be honest with me. Do you really believe that? I think I hear some people over there like, yeah, I really do. I really do believe it. Well, you know what? I believe that too. I believe that every single day. I just really feel like there's this divine power that's always there to help us out when we are actually making an effort, when we are actually at least trying to take step one. At least when we try to do something rather than sit back and just let things fold up and, you just sit back and play the victim role rather than being the victor. I believe that the higher powers, the universe, the source, God is always on our side when we decide to go forward. When we decide to make things change, when we decide to stir things up, make things better than what they were before. So with that being said, guys, I got a nice topic I want to discuss with you today. But first, before we discuss it, let me remind you guys, we are still on the 1 month on resistance free challenge. 1 month on resistance free challenge. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to say no more. I'm just affirming it to you so you can affirm it within yourself. So 5 signs you're being yourself. What are 5 signs that will tell me I'm being myself? You probably ask yourself, like, what are the signs about you that you can realize and say, you know what, I'm really being myself because I see these signs? Well, first thing is that you desire to be different. As a matter of fact, you're always being different and you just always want to gravitate towards continuing to be different all the time. You see people doing this, they're doing that, they're following the status quo. People are following the latest trends and they're doing everything else that everybody else is doing. But it's something about you. You kind of like the standoffish type and just like to sit back and just observe and analyze everything and say, you know what? No, I see that that's cool what they're doing, how they're wearing that hairstyle, but you know what? I want to do it this way. I hear the new gossip that they're talking about, but I don't want to partake in gossip anymore. I want to be positive. I want to do something different. Mark Zuckerberg came out with Facebook and, it's the largest social network on the internet, but I want to do something different than a social network. If you're a computer programmer, you want to do something different, You want to be a trendsetter. You want to set your own trend. So that's the first sign. You just desire to be different because you are different. The second sign to look for to realize that you are being yourself is how confident you are. Now, the less confident you are about your life and the less confident you are in making decisions that you have to make in your life, that tells you a lot about if you are being yourself or not. If you are one of the persons who don't have as much confidence, you know who you are. I'm not going to point anybody out because, I know I talk to you guys on a regular basis and I know we talk about certain things, but, I know you want to talk junk about me, but hey, I'll tell you straight up, I'm not always 100% confident, but that's okay. We get knocked off our rockers sometimes. But if we can pick ourselves back up and be 100% confident the next day or, the next feat, we can actually win the marathon, guys. It's a matter of putting in that effort, like I said at the beginning of the video, putting in that extra effort. So you want to feel confident about yourself. That's the first thing that'll help you realize, you know what, I am being myself because I'm confident about it. Like, why am I so confident about being me? Because you're you. You're you. Like you're literally being yourself. You're not trying to be anybody else, So that's the second sign that you will realize whether or not you are being yourself is that you are absolutely 100% positively confident. The next thing is that you will begin to feel out of place. You will feel like you don't belong with the in crowd. You would just always feel like you're the outcast. Y'all ever heard that group Outkast? That rap group? Yeah, the guys from Atlanta, Georgia, Big Boy and Andre 3000. They were called Outkast. And the reason why they called themselves Outcasts is because their music was not like anybody else's music that was being heard at the time. They were completely different. They had their own southern drawl style. They called themselves the AT aliens. I don't know if they literally thought they were aliens, but I listened to some of their music and it sounded like extraterrestrials were singing in the background on the chorus and stuff like that, and it kind of scared me, but I liked it. It was groovy, man. I was bugging, I was bugging to it, and I loved Andre 3000. Like, of all the artists out there that had these names, it was weird. He called himself Andre 3000. Really, Andre 3000? That's like some Star Trek stuff. And a lot of people are not into space nowadays, so these guys really separated themselves, and I'm pretty sure they really felt out of place when they were beginning to come out and become outcasts. But look at who they are now. That just goes to show you, when you are able to be yourself and sacrifice feeling out of place and not getting a lot of credit, not being the most popular person, you will go much farther than the person who wants to be the most popular person. And the person that's going along with the in crowd and doing the thing that everybody else is doing to please people. If you're being yourself, you're being different, you will always catapult further in the future. Okay, the next thing I got is, you will notice that the fourth sign is that you will notice that people will be jealous of you. They won't like it, because they probably not being themselves, or not able to be themselves, because they haven't watched a video like this. So that's why I highly advise you to go share it. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, guys. Let's stay connected here. But what you talking about? You already know, guys, it's deep stuff. Only the deepest stuff get heard on the Living Realm Network. So you will get a lot of hate mail. A lot of jealousy, a lot of envy. People don't like you. Like I said, you won't be popular to start out being yourself. You won't have a whole bunch of friends. Because you're trying to do something different. You're trying to stay over here, while these people are still trying to stay over here and waste time and play around and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get a lot of haters. You're going to get a lot of people who don't want to see you be yourself, because they don't like when you have more confidence. A lot of your old friends are insecure about who they are. Like I said, they have not watched a video like this and able to get the knowledge and the insight that you're getting, because you're blessed. You're a realm teamer. So don't get upset when you don't have a whole lot of people in your circle to start out with. Don't worry, you will begin to attract all the people who are just like you. And that goes into my fifth topic. Of the fifth sign to recognize that you're actually being yourself, and that's just being an influence to others. Eventually, after you break past the veil of all these jealous and hatred, people around you, people that don't want to see you do good, you eventually start to attract your type of people. You begin to start to attract your tribe of people. People that are just like, fill in your lane right here. People that are just like, you got to say your name now. Come on, I know this is crazy. You over there, I'm over here, but you got to say your name. People that are just like, now I feel like you still didn't say it. This is going to help you affirm it within yourself, guys. This is going to put it down in subconscious mind. People who are just like, exactly like me, Trennis, and it's actually real for me. I've actually really attracted people that are just like me. Ask some of my friends. You guys are some of my friends. You guys talk to me. You guys see what I'm doing every day, how I'm actually, letting out what it is about me that I feel is cool about me, and I'm letting it be known to the whole wide world, here on YouTube. And in the result, I get people that are just like me. So you begin to influence others, guys. So those are the 5 signs that you would know that you are being yourself. That'll help you recognize that you're being yourself, guys. And like I say, divine powers is going to work for you if you try to be right, and being right is being yourself. Just be yourself, guys. I'm Trennis Henderson. You're on the infamous Living Realm Network. Please make sure you subscribe now. I'll see you next time. Peace.